go. I mean, say your piece.
No, we look. This is a class. This is not a.
No.
This is not the Charles show. This is as much as my wife says that. Doesn't work that way. All right, we have a midrash, right, in Parashat Emor, right? B'chodesh HaShevi'i, Allah Elohim b'Torah, Adonai b'kol shofar, right? We're going to say it a bunch of times in Rosh Hashanah, right? That Hashem rises when he hears the teruah, and Hashem with the call of shofar. And the midrash explains that with the time when Hakadosh Baruch Hu stands up, b'sha'ah she'Hakadosh Baruch Hu oleh, bedin hu oleh. When he goes up to Din, what does that mean? What does it say inside? Bedin hu olesh. Oh, when he's judging, he stands. Shemar Allah Elohim bitruah. And b'sha'ah she'yisrael notrin shofrehem v'tokim lifnei Hakadosh Baruch Hu omed mikitzei adin v'yoshev ha'kisei rachamim.
That's the midrash.
Okay, but what does it mean that he stands? When he said when
he gets up from the
before that Allah
no, just that he goes up. He doesn't stand. He goes up with the
deen.
With the deen, yeah.
So he goes up with the deen, meaning what?
Yeah, he's with the shofar blast.
But before the shofar,
he goes up with it.
But before the shofar, it says Allah
Elohim b'Torah. He goes up with the blast. A blast comes out.
But before the blast, it says b'sha'ah she'Hakadosh Baruch Hu oleh bedin. Hu oleh. What does that mean? Hu oleh. He rises where?
When it says Allah Elohim b'Torah, where does that mean? Where's he going?
Go up a line.
Where's he going?
It just says he goes up.
Hu oleh. It means he goes up. He goes up from the shofar blast to.
But before the shofar. Read the line before.
Yeah, B'din hu oleh. He goes up to his.
He goes up to Din.
He goes up,
which is going to make sense, by the way.
That's right. He goes up to Din.
Right, and then but when Bnei Yisrael take the shofar and they blow it.
Yeah.
Right in front of Hakadosh Baruch Hu, he stands up from Kisei Adin and goes to Kisei Rachamim. How do you know? Because it says Hashem b'kol shofar. It's Havayat Yud Kei Vav Kei,
right.
And we know Yud Kei Vav Kei is Rachamim, right. And Elokim is Din.
Right.
Good. Right, and so good. Now the question is Zera Shimshon. He says everybody says is the following question: that the tekiyata, if the tekiyata of the shofar flips the Din into the Hamim, then how could the pasuk use Hashem's name, which is Din, when it says Allah Elohim b'Teruah, that Hashem goes up with the teruah? Why? Because Demash was teaching you that when there is a teruah, there's still Din. Because when it says Hashem's hearing the teruah, and at the same time you're still using a word, a name of Hashem that means Din, judgment. But we know that you just said teruah turns it over to Rahamim. So why would the pasuk be using? Why would David Amer be using in Tehillim a word, the name Elokim instead of Yud Kei Vav Kei Havaya? When you're using it, when he connected it with the word teruah, which means that he converts the din into Rahamim. That's the question, right? And we know the name Elokim is Din, right? You know that Elokim is Din, and Hashem Yud Kei Vav Kei is Rahamim. That's why when Hashem's angry, is a lot of times say Elokim in the pasuk. Why? Because it's referring that Hashem's angry and it's not good. But usually that's why Hashem Amonai killed Rahum v'Hanun. We don't say Elokim because that doesn't work, because that's Din. Hayud Kei Vav Kei is Hesed. So the question is, why using the word Hesed? Why using the word Din when it's connected to something that turns the Din into the Hamim? You should be using the name of Hashem that influences the Hamim or means the Hamim. So we bring Arav Abraham Galanti, which by the way we told me which is crazy. A story that he was the Ramak's student.
Yeah.
All right, and when the Ramak passed away, he learned by the Arizal,
right.
And he sent his uncle to the Arizal,
yeah.
Right, and the Arizal looked at his neshama, and he didn't want to tell him nothing because he was older,
right?
Because you don't do that to elders, and he insisted, and he said, "I have a pegam, you have a small pegam in your neshama regarding Gezel,"
right?
And the rabbi couldn't believe it, and he said, he puts up signs everywhere in the town. And he says that if I stole from anybody, please approach me and tell me so I could fix this. So after a while, an old lady came. It turns out that the rabbi, by the way, it's crazy. It's the rabbi's wife.
Yeah. Also.
It wasn't even the rabbi. The rabbi's wife.
Yeah.
This old lady was a tailor. And she charges more because she was on the higher end. She was she's better. It was more quality. And the wife of the rabbi didn't want to pay the difference. So she accepted. She took the regular pay, the normal rate, but it hurt her, it bothered her, and she never forgave her. So woman goes to the rabbi and tells him the story, and the rabbi was very happy to hear this, and he paid the money. Just shows you that's rough. I mean that's pretty heavy.
Back to the Rizal, and he says, "I see you're fixed."
Right, and then he went to the Arizal. He went back to Arizal, and the Arizal says, "Yeah, it's gone." It's crazy. So now, by the way, but you also told me that this Rav Avraham Galanti was the first one to fund the kevet of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai in Meron, which is not normal. Oh, thank you. Oh, even thank you again.
Thank you.
Crazy.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
No, I already helped myself.
Oh yeah, he's muted.
I had,
So what does Rav Galanti say? Go ahead, take it. Thank you.
Thanks so much to me, though.
Rav Galanti brings a pasuk in Echa. It says, "Harakta beyom apecha." It's so funny, right? Harakta beyom apecha. That Hashem killed us when He was angry. What is this? So he explains that there's three different types of court system. Call it, right? The first one is the harshest.
Yeah.
Right? Givurot dano.
There's no rachamim there.
There's no rachamim whatsoever, right? And it's all judged with cruelty and terror and wrath.
Yeah.
Beli rachamim kla, without rachamim. And the second one is you have givurot kedoshot, which is what? Which is the 72 members of Sanhedrin in Shamayim, which is scary to think about, and a place that's called Hechal Zechut. Hechal Zechut means that it sounds like they want to give you Zechut. They're not looking to. It's not all. The meter maids don't care if you're at a hospital, your wife's pregnant, giving birth, they're still giving you the ticket. Because they have no rahamim, they don't care.
But there's din there.
But there is din. There's still din over here. But behechal zechut, in the name, it tells you they want to find.
They're going to give you a break.
No, look, I think so. And even better than that is the din or the bet din, if you want to call it, of the gevurot that's in atzilut. It says hagevurot sheba atzilut, and this court is kelulot berahamim hasidim. This is surrounded by rahamim and hasidim, and which is all good stuff. And this is the closest to Kisya Kavod, right? The al zeh hayam mitpaleh David, and this is all. This is Rav Avraham Galanti. He explains that this is what David HaMelech himself was praying, that Hashem should judge him through the givurot sheba atzilut, right? Which is the best of the best place to get judged. Berahamim ubahasidim, right? Because the pasuk says ubigvuratecha tedineni teilim. Ubigvuratecha, what you givurot, you should judge me. Rotzeh lomar hagivura shelcha shel atzilut. I want the givura of you, Hakadosh Baruch Hu, not the one of the angels, because they're much tougher. And that's what it says in the pasuk in the same parak, by the way. Milefanecha, from in front of you, mishpati yetzeh. Let the mishpat come out. I want it from you. I don't want it from the other guy. It's like when you I don't want to talk to your worker. I want to talk to the boss. I want to talk to the owner. That's exactly what David is saying. Yep. And he also brings, and the Zera Shimshon, so that's Rav Avraham Galanti. He brings, Zera Shimshon brings the Tikkunei Zohar that says that whoever has the right kavanah when you do a mitzvah, the machshava of this mitzvah goes higher and higher. Which we said also it has to, when you do the mitzvah. Now when you think to do it and you don't do it, that's something else. When you have in mind, I'm going to go do this mitzvah, and you do the mitzvah, that machshava goes further than the actual maaseh in Shamayim. Ma'ashe'en can, but the opposite, or not the opposite, it just doesn't work if you do a mitzvah without the proper kavanah. Right? Even though the mitzvah itself, you have zechut, but it's not the same as having the machshava, the proper machshava. By the way, I could say a beracha when I eat. When I make it, they say the Hasidim, the Shonim, would eat in order to say the beracha. Right? But us, jahash in Arabic, what jahash is, we just want to eat, so we say the beracha because we have to. So it's the same thing. So now we'll finish here. And Israel, when we're doing the teruah on Rosh Hashanah, and if we do not have the proper kavanah, just to complete the mitzvah of teruat shofar,
so you end up you get moved.
You're not in the cruel spot, but you're going to the second one. The second one's the middle,
which has rachamim, but it
has a but it also has din in there too, right? And that's what it means. Allah Elohim bitruah, because when you do the teruah,
they're still din.
You're still din, but you're not in the main din.
You're not in the main one.
You're not in the heavy one. It's like Alcatraz versus I don't know, a country club jail. Right? She'adin ole lemala, aval mikom makom bedin hu ole. The guy's still going into din.
Yeah.
She'av sham danim b'midat givura. Right? They still judge with givura. However, when we blow the shofar, we take the shofar and we blow it, and we have the proper kavanah for the shemot kiddushim that come out of the shofar, and all the sodot that are talui, that are contingent on the word shofar itself, which is what we said, to sweeten the deen. So yes, when you're blowing the shofar, you have to have in mind to sweeten the deen legamre.
To get it up there to that silut.
Yes, yes.
It's all rachamim.
Yes, it's all rahamim. And that's the pasuk in Tehillim, umisur devash asbieka. From a rock, I will satiate you with honey. What's the connection? Because the first two letters of shofar is shin vav, is the gematria of 306,
right.
And devash is the gematria of 306 to show you that you're swapping out, or you're pushing forth.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have the deen. You want the deen of rahamim completely. As therefore hofech lahem adin lerahamim. Then you're able to swap out the deen for rahamim. Why? Because you're getting judged by the best court, the hasid, okay. And then that's what it means. Milefanecha mishpati yetzeh. That from me. Right, from milefanecha, from you, from where you are, Hashem, not from the angels, not
right.
from I want from you.
Want from
that's
you.
Where the mishpat. That's where
pure
the
rachamim.
Pure rachamim. And the zechut by learning Zera Shimshon, we should be able to be judged in the best court, which is the deen, the rachamim and the gevurot. I'm sorry, the rachamim and hasidim.
Right.
No deen whatsoever. Right. And Be'ezrat Hashem, we should all be subscribed in for the book of life, the book of Parnasah, and the book of Torah and Hidushim. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, amen v'amen.